And we end the show, Liam, as we always do, for the last time, with 3 Live Crew family drama.
This mother is a bad jam!
Beware! Well, we say that, but then they always end up popping the fuck back up, don't they?
I do believe this actually there's James Gang LAX stuff in like 2007, isn't there? No, does that count? Does that count? I think that counts.
Of course that counts.
I don't think this is technically the last 3LK family drama.
I don't have to sing the song again?
This mother is a bad jam. It will be added in post.
Not that one.
On the first episode of the month, we talked about that Monty Brown Chase and Rance match, after which Conan invited Monty into LAX. Monty declined, maybe because he's not Latin, but afterwards, because he took a shot at Ron, and he's like, you can stand alone like Ron Killings and Sanjay, because Ron comes back out, and Ron's like, what the hell, man? Why are you throwing shade at me?
Keep your name out my mouth. Out your mouth, rather.
So Homicide and Hernandez are like, should we jump him? And Conan is like, nope, he's family. And Conan gives Ron the same pitch that he just gave to Monty. He's like, you've been held back. They don't look at talent, they look at race. He offers Ron a spot in LAX. Ron hugs Conan.
It looks like Ron's gonna say yes.
Yeah, what I will say, like, Ron looks skeptical, but not, like, angry.
And not like he was like an immediate no. Like, it looked like he was considering the offer.
So yeah, as they hugged, as they embraced, LAX pounced and beat the shit out of him, and Hernandez dumped Ron over the rail.
It was crazy. It kind of broke my heart a little bit, because Conan and Ron, they were always cool.
Yeah, they were the boys. It was always BG causing all the problems with Kip.
Yeah, so I'm sad now.
Like, Conan always hated Kip, and Ron was just like, I want nothing to do with this. Leave me alone.
Like, sort your shit out.
Company meeting, Jim Cornette addresses LAX, and he's like, enemy of the worker, hater of the worker. He ends their work stoppage, and it's like, if you don't go to work, you'll get fired.
It's crazy.
They're protesting discrimination, and he's like, get back to work, or I will fire you.
This is Joe Biden's America.
They do get this is George Bush's America, so it does make a lot of sense. The August 6th Impact, Homicide, in his first singles match on Impact, faces Sanjay Dutt. It's nice to have Homicide wrestle on television.
It is. It is nice to have Homicide wrestle on television, even if it's like just some weird shit. Like, it's just DQ. I guess the DQ like ending is like putting over the whole angle more than anything.
Yeah, it's to set them up as violent, I think, rather than like to protect Sanjay.
We're talking about how like Homicide's like a top ROH guy, and like all the top ROH guys come in with like a certain level of respect, and it's like Homicide isn't quite treated to that level, but is still kind of treated well. It's like a weird little hybrid.
Yeah, because like as you said, Joe came in main eventer. I guess like Aries didn't, and Lethal is kind of getting more as the year goes on. But yeah, Homicide kind of sits in the middle between like a Joe and a Lethal.
Yeah, it's weird, but like I don't know, it's just nice to see him.
They have the full LAX intro with Moody Jack introing them coming from like the side of the arena through their like border wall.
It's so cool, and like it does feel very like WWE ECW.
They're actually, yeah, that entranceway is like the exact same as the ECW one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like they're instantly like the coolest act on the show. Conan is like back to being like the best promo on the show because he's cutting actual promos and not just being like, I hate you, Kip James.
Yeah.
He's just calling everybody racist, which I think is ideal.
Which is Conan's like best shit.
Homicide goes for a topic on Hilo, but Sanjay moves and Homicide connects with Hernandez. Sanjay wipes them both out with a dive, hits a standing slice spread, and Hernandez interferes and hits the Cracker Jack on Dutt, which is the best move. I love the Cracker Jack so much.
Yeah.
Especially when he's doing it on like small X Division dudes and he just fucking yeets them across the ring. Homicide pins them. Slick Johnson comes out and tells Andrew Thomas what happened and they restart the match. Alex just jumped Dutt for the DQ then before Truth makes the save.
I like that they said, fuck this.
We don't respect your
They're
authority.
just like, no, we're just going to beat the shit. Like, you want us to wrestle, you don't have to tell us how to wrestle it.
It was the first chance for Homicide to really show us stuff, and he looked really good, although Dave would have to temper that. It looked good on television, but apparently it was a bad match live. And the version that made TV was the ECW editing job, in reference to how Paul Heyman would edit matches on television to make them look great when they weren't so great live, which is how it should always work, by the way. The idea that is like a novel idea is so stupid. It's like, if you were doing a taped show, you should always edit your matches to make them look as good as possible.
Yeah.
For the people who saw it live, it was not a feather in Homicide's cap. Dutt was still working on a bad shoulder, even if he did do a topic on Hilo. So, Homicide's first singles match, and people are like, he kind of shit the bed, and we had to edit the shit out of it.
Yeah. But like, yeah, you're right. Like, always edit that shit. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like you're taping this stuff. You can make it look any
This is
way
the reason
you want.
you have it.
Yeah, this should be how it always works with every match forever. So all of this is to set up a tag match on the pay-per-view. It is LAX versus Ron Killings and Sanjay Dutt, or I have coined them Ron J. Dutt.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something better. There isn't.
That's good. Ron J. Dutt is good.
Yeah, it is.
Before the match, JB has LAX. Cornette says soon they'll be working at Jiffy Lube, but he's got something he can lube in a jiffy. That's good about Cornette, by the way. LAX are taking over just like all the immigrants, and soon everyone's going to be speaking Spanish as the main language.
For the record, Cornette doesn't say that.
What?
Like, that's an LAX line, isn't it?
Which?
The all the immigrants are going to take over, and Spanish will be the main language.
Oh, did I say Cornette?
Yeah. I think you didn't say either, and it just because the way it ran off with the Cornette sentence.
No, I daved it.
Yeah, but yeah, they say it, and it's an awesome line. And I think it gets like a little like positive reaction too, which is like very funny.
Because like it is George Bush's America, as we mentioned. It is really interesting to do this and we have not evolved whatsoever in 18 years. Like you could do this exact gimmick, and you could do. Sadly, it would still be a heel gimmick. It would still be like, oh, the immigrants are coming for you to scare the white Americans. That's what the point of the gimmick is.
Well, yeah, because like it's arguably even like crazy now because it's the one thing Trump has that he always says.
And like I always think a lot about like wrestling's capacity to tell broader stories, and usually I'm on the side of they can't. They're really bad at it.
Well, I think we've had the things like wrestling can tell controversial things as long as the good guy wins.
Yeah.
But the problem is, in a case like this, it's like, I mean, you're saying they're the bad guy.
Like, the character here is that Conan is so fed up of racism that he's like, fuck it, we are gonna take over, fuck you. Like, that's what the character is.
And he's the bad guy.
He is the bad guy.
Yeah.
We had a cool feature as well before the match.
You did. I mean, like, just everything about LAX's presentation, they do kind of kill.
Yeah, like, this is the month where LAX, like, actually arrive. You know, we've had a couple of soft launches, a couple of, like, weird James Gang feuds, the thing where they're just standing in the crowd for the month. But, like, everything they did with LAX this month, all of Conan's promos, all of, like, the entrances, even the match against Sanjay and Killings is really good. It's like, this is LAX. LAX is here in the month of July 2006.
Yeah. And it's thank God, because we're about to lose fucking AMW. And we just lost Team Canada. Tell me a lie that you won't
stop it. The tag division has like 5 stories at the same time it's falling apart. It's kind of funny.
It is weird. I guess like it's gonna feel fresher at least.
Yeah. So LAX are giving their full intro again, introing them in Spanish with Moody Jack coming through the side entrance. They start with a big dive.
The best
sequence.
TNA theme ever, by the way.
It's really up there. It might not be my favorite, but it's definitely top 5. Hernandez kills Dutt with a shoulder breaker, and they get the heat. Tag to Ron. Ron hits a big rolling thunder clothesline on Hernandez as a shout out to Conan. And my favorite part is like he leaves like a brief pause, like he does the rolling thunder roll and then stops and hits a fucking sick ass lariat. It's almost better than Conan's, which is no surprise really, I guess. But Ron stops Homicide from using a chair with a corkscrew plancha, but then Conan hits Dutt with the slapjack and border toss again. All timer move, especially doing it on someone like Sanjay, where he again just fucking yeets him, just throws him all the way across the ring.
The border toss is so good. It's like the most like video game move ever.
Because, like, you had the Razor's Edge, where Scott Hall tried to be as safe as you could to do that move.
Yeah.
And then Hernandez is like, what if I just threw him? Never mind you're holding the dude all the way down so that you don't hurt him too bad. Hernandez is just like...
No, just gonna fucking yeet him.
Yeah, I just want to throw him. I just want to throw people, and they die. It's so good. So LAX win. They beat Sanjay and Dutt. Probably the best match on the pay-per-view, honestly. Really good match.
God, the LAX, like, aesthetic is so good, too. Everything from, like, the way they come out to the ring, like, just the music, the production, the, like, special entrance. It's just, like... It doesn't get much better as like a way, like a presentation of a new character or gimmick.
Yeah, they nailed it. Especially, as I said, because they've been dicking about with this act since the start of the year, since they had Machete in it. Never mind when they had Apollo in it, and like they've been kind of like fumbling around, and now like they've got it. They've just got it, you know. And it is like a testament to like a lesser company might have given up on this earlier, because like after the James Gang feud, you might have been like, this isn't working. This is kind of dead. Whereas like they left it a few months and they found it. Like they truly found it. It wasn't like on arrival. They had to take some time.
Yeah, but they got there. And the crazy thing is like They will be trying with Hernandez for the next decade.
Yep. Not just them. We're watching Lucha Underground where he just arrived. A lot of people are trying with Hernandez for a very long time.
But Homicide, like, yeah, you get the one shot and then World Elite.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame. Should put Homicide in Hernandez's body. Then perfect wrestler.
Yeah. you give Hernandez, like, the charisma of Homicide. Yeah.
Shout out to Dutton Killings as well. They don't team after this, and I was thinking, it's like, actually, they're like a really fun tag team. I kind of wish they stuck around as a team.
They're just, like, super babyface.
And do flips and dives and cool shit.
Yeah.